Hi guys, so this is the third edition of Candidate Interaction. So the previous two editions were conducted by students commune. So this year we don't have commune to conduct, but still we are planning for this Candidate Interaction to go as usual. So what was Candidate Interaction? See, regularly in the SAC EC, Executive Council, there exists this tradition of having an election for 9 posts that used to be there. Right now the number of posts has been extended to 12, and right now, yeah, okay, 12. I might be wrong. You can check it. So the thing is that we believe that candidates should be decided. Candidates, when it comes to being the representative, that should be decided based on their ability to handle tough situations and to answer the difficult questions. So we plan to ask those difficult questions for you, because I feel that students shouldn't be voting for those who are close to them, or like because they know someone. They should ensure that the people they elect are capable to actually address their concerns and represent their voice inside the SAC meetings and take your voice to the administration. So to start first, we have Hostel Affairs Secretary post, and we have Anthony and Bichu contesting for the post of Hostel Affairs Secretary. Each of them will be given 1 minute to give an intro a short intro about themselves and why they're standing for this post. So first up we'll have Anthony. Anthony's time starts now.
Hello, myself Anthony. I'm finally a BTech student from EC department. I am competing for the Hostel Affairs Secretary. I was the mega hostel representative last year. I was there in the technical council. Under the technical council, we have done many things, which include we have brought Wi-Fi in A hostel, B hostel. Then I am the technical coordinator of IEEE, and I am also the vice president of EC Association. And if I become the Hostel Affairs Secretary, I have few plans in mind. The first thing is to remove the random room allotment, which causes huge chaos for the final year student. Then we have to bring washing machine systems in mega hostel, then heater facilities. Then we have to bring mosquito nets. Then we have also next thing is to ensure the food quality in every messes. And
thank you, Anthony. So next up we have Bichu to introduce himself.
Myself, Bichu S. Kumar. I am standing for the post of Hostel Affairs Secretary. I am a 4th year chemical engineering student. So why me? That's a question you are asking. So I was here in the campus from October 2021 during the COVID time. I almost stayed almost all hostels, not ladies hostels. So I know the conditions of almost all hostels, and my friend Anthony already told about the washing machine system, and then so I have a plan for hybrid mess system. Means here you can eat your lunch, dinner and breakfast from different messes. So this is a major plan I am accomplishing, and Wi-Fi system in mega hostel, and hot water system in both LH and mega hostel boys. That's all I will.
Thank you, Bichu. So we'll start with the main question that will be in the heads of almost all the hostels. So this year the hostel system was fully digitalized. See, right now NITC is on a path to better digitalizing almost all of the aspects of it. We used to have a student built student registration portal. It was now transferred to IMS last year, and this year the main change that we saw was, instead of a physical offline registration and getting the hostels, we right now have access to Hostel app, which was developed by one of our students, and it has been causing a lot of issues for the students. So my first question will be to Anthony. What do you think went wrong with the Hostel app? What can be done to better the user experience of the hostel app and what are your plans for it. You will be given 3 minutes to answer that question. Okay. After Anthony has answered that question, which you will be answering the same questions. Okay. So your time starts now.
So the thing is, hostel app is a really good thing. Like it is more to the digitalization. So the main thing that went wrong with this, the random room allotment. So as we are final years, most of us would like to stay with our friends. So we would like to stay close, and this random room allotment has made everything into huge chaos. So first thing is, like doing everything via digital is really good, but this random room allotment should not be considered. There are many good things regarding this app, because like we can do payment online, which is very easy. We can take mess card, then like which you said, we can do hybrid mess system also using this app. So there are like good sides and bad sides also. Like there are good sides and bad sides. So we must talk with the chief warden and the higher authorities, and we must come to a conclusion such that this random allotment should be stopped.
Okay, so in between this, okay, I'm pausing this because I haven't explained this one rule yet. In the question answer section, between these 3 minutes, I'll be constantly asking you some questions. So you have to wrap it around in 3 minutes. Okay, so do you think that the app should be made open source?
It should be made open source.
So what are your plans? Or, I mean, have you talked with concerned the developer about making such efforts?
Till now, I haven't talked to the hostel app creator. So if I become the hostel app secretary, then I will be talking to him, and I will be planning more things which are more useful for people.
Do you think there will be a rift between hostel affairs secretary and the app? In the sense, see, right now, the hostel affairs secretary should be having the student's voice in terms of when it comes to discussing student terms. So like, will that be given priority over the app creator?
Like, because students are the one who is using the app. So app should be made for the convenience of students, so that it can be like made. If you see the review of apps, like many of them have put one, and they have given very bad reviews. It's because they are not satisfied with the app, and they want some betterment, and that's why we must give importance to the voice of students.
So other than that, do you believe that any more other features should be added to the app per se?
We can add many systems we can add online booking system for our parents and relatives also come. So that will be good thing. Like otherwise they have to search for stay near Kozhikode, or that will be more expensive. And some people who come from outside, they won't be knowing how much is the stay. This all can be done by app.
Okay. So these are your plans regarding and possible. Okay. So again the same question. Your time starts again. You will be interrupted between your answering. Okay. So anyone? Yeah, you can start.
So the main thing is hostel app. You all feel the same thing. It is positive and negative. So before we need to go to get a mess card, okay, we need means we have to go to before 5, means the office is not open all the time. So in that case it is a positive thing. And I already mentioned about the this random allotment. So at that time there is no sack, so not like that. Okay, so it is not there. Okay, so that is the time our administration take advantage. So that's why this happened. Okay, so administration and a student. Okay, so I'm not mentioning his name. Okay, so you already asked me, is it possible to make it open source? Yes. So because only one student is involved in that app, if other students, we have many talented individuals, if we can also to be part of that, we can make a big change in it, because now the interface is not good at all. user experience is very bad.
Yeah,
And
it was mentioned in the emails that
Yes.
I mean recent emails that
Yes.
the UI is not good, certain things are not working. So yeah, you will also be involving yourself to make it free and it's open source, right?
Yeah.
So okay. So other than that, are there any ideas that you have that should be there within the app?
Yes, definitely. So the thing is, we can add if you want to clean our room, okay. So you can the day before. Means if I want to clean my room tomorrow, so I can mention my room number in that app. So it will be easier for the aunties who are working. So they can take the list from the next day morning, and we can. So that's a good.
Oh, that's a feature that
Yeah,
you
feature I would
okay,
like to
right
add.
Right now we'll be like asking Chechis to clean
Yeah,
our room. So
yeah.
a more streamlined
Yes.
feature so that we can have the
Definitely.
list.
Yes.
That's one of your idea. Anything else that
Yes.
you guys?
So I will try. I already mentioned about hybrid mesh system. So I plan to make it digitally. Okay. So if it is digitally, it will be better. Means I have two plans. So one thing is, so we can now we are taking subscription from one hostel. So you can take subscription for breakfast from one hostel, lunch from another, and like that. Or you can make it digitally, like if you are using any QR code or something.
Your time might exceed, but I'm giving him a bit of extended time because the thing is that so recently there was a promotional material released by the Joint Secretary, specifically Harish, saying about mentioning about the same idea.
Yeah.
Okay, so like hybrid meshes. So do you think that the domain of mesh comes under your hostel affairs domain or the Joint Secretary's domain?
Because now it is a hostel app. So Joint Sec already mentioned about this hostel app. So I think it will be under my
Your domain. So the next question will be directed towards Bichu first. Then Anthony will be given the chance to answer it. So recently, Chief Warden has been sending many mails saying that the mess contractors are in a huge loss. So I mean the mess rates also have been increased lately, but mess contractors are facing a bit of loss. And how aware are you about the situation of the mess contractor? Right now, many mess contractors are there. So do you think that their well-being is also something that you should be taking care of?
Yes, definitely. But the thing I noticed is now there is a hotel in the Kattangal. So you can get a chicken biryani for 70 rupees. At the same time, we can get the biryani from our hostels also. But the only thing our Chief Warden mentioning is that you can eat more. Here it is unlimited. That's why we can't reduce the rate. So there is a limit for everyone to eat, right? So when we are going to a hotel, I already told it is 70 rupees. 70 rupees you are getting water. It will be enough for us, one person. I am eating, many days I am eating from there, that only. You will get good biryani at 70 rupees. At the same time, you are getting 60 rupees. You have to take biryani from or meals from our hostels.
So 60 rupees is the general rate for noon food and evening food, right? And like dinner.
Yeah.
Lunch and dinner.
Lunch and dinner, yes.
Yeah, so you're planning that it should be reduced.
It should be reduced because here we have, you can see our hostel is, even if it is 60 rupees, we have this number of subscribers, right? So if we are looking at the profit, so how sure is this hotel for this? They are also selling 70 rupees biryani, and they don't even know the count of the people they are coming. Okay, so that is the thing. I mean, Chief Warden tell you must have to take the mess. It is mandatory because they don't know even the count. So count is the problem they are mentioning. So I'm asking if the problem is profit. So how these hotels they are selling these biryanis at 70 rupees, and our hostels are having good amount of subscribers. They are selling their food at 60 rupees.
See, from what I believe, the messes operate in a mode where, see, there might be 100 people that are subscribing to mess, but most of the breakfast I can consider, not 100% will actually attend.
Yes.
Okay, so like maybe 60 or 40 people will attend.
Yes.
So with the money that's taken from these for 100 people, 40 people will be given food. So you're saying that the list of people who will be attending and not attending should be categorized so that it can be minimized?
Yes, definitely. Because we already know most of the days, Saturdays, Sundays, we are waking up at 10, 11. So most of us will skip the our breakfast. So it will be better if we subscribe to a particular meal like lunch, dinner, and breakfast. So they will get the count, and we can reduce the. So if I don't want the breakfast, I don't want to subscribe to the breakfast, right? So it will be better for both contractors and the students also.
The same question for you. Yours.
Just repeat the question.
Okay, so the thing is that recently the chief warden said that the hostel mess providers are not in profit; they are facing losses. I mean, it was specifically mentioned in case of CMS because vegetarian hostel is not available. So that when it comes to that, chief warden sent mail saying that hostel mess providers are under loss. So my question was, do you think that as Hostel Affairs Secretary, you should be checking on their well-being also, and how you can better tackle these issues? Just thanks, sir.
So my point of view is that we should give consideration to everybody, even if it is students also, the one who are running the messes also. So they also have family also, and even they have many problems. The thing is, see, now price of vegetables, even everything is shooting up. So a decent increase in the price is mandatory, because like if they want to make something, they have to buy the things, they have to cook, so everything costs some money. So slight increase in mess fees is fine, and the thing with mess is that they won't completely go in loss, because the thing is like morning food, most of us wake up like mess is till 9:30. Maximum 9:30, they push it till 9:30. So most of us wake up, if we don't have class in the morning, most of us wake up after 10 only. So like the best people, they can have idea, and they don't make food for the entire subscribed people. So they just need to make maybe for 80 or 60% of people. So there they can save the money. But the thing is, if a mess is really good, for example, the PG1 people, they are really good. So they provide biryani, mandi every time, most of the days. So people, they come as guests, and usually I think on Friday we have mandi. So most of my friends who like from LH also, they come and have mandi from there. So the money which they save from the breakfast, they can be used for lunch or dinner, and like it's like we can tally both.
Oh, so okay. In terms of mess, okay, there are like multiple varieties of mess available. Do you feel like there should be more varieties added, or like certain menus are lacking, proper variety of items? Should you think more items should be added?
The thing is, the mess people, even they have competition among themselves. See, for example, if one mess, they have really good food, by word of mouth, if I am going to one mess and I will tell my friend that it's really good, then next month most of us will be taking that mess. Maybe we'll have the mess for 2 or 3 months, and if we get better from the food, then we'll change mess. For example, D hostel, their snacks are really good. So sometimes we go there, they have a lot of variety of snacks. In the same case, other hostels, they don't have that many varieties. So it all depends on how they present and how well they can give the food, how is the quality of food, how it tastes. So if they provide good food, they will have students taking that mess, and they can have profit. It's like pure competition outside. Like if for good hotels, if they provide good food, then they can have more profit.
Okay. So to the last question. So in our year, I'm B19. Okay. From B18 to B19, there was a good rise in the number of students. Okay. And I guess pretty much same has been following since then. The same trend was been following. So this specific year, the 23 B23 will also have BSc B.Ed students also, so that there will be a huge number of students that will be coming. Okay, so do you think the hostel hostel resources that we have is capable to accommodate all these people, and what all measures should be taken from a hostel affairs secretary to ensure that their needs are catered properly? Start.
So the thing is, like last day I had a talk with the previous hostel affairs secretary. So Karthikeya Japan. So he was telling that, and the number of intake of students have increased a lot, and if the present B23s, when they reach final years, they won't have
BTech only you are mentioning, right? All of them has 4-year courses.
4-year courses. In the present first year, when they reach 4th year, they won't have enough rooms for, like they won't have enough single rooms. There will be like around 1,000 rooms will be less for men, and around 500 will be 500 rooms won't be there for ladies. So there is high requirement to build a new hostel. So there is requirement to build a new hostel, and the E hostel is really in bad condition. So I think it's the oldest hostel here. It has to be maybe demolished, or maybe a new hostel, entire new hostel with higher capacity should be made in place of E hostel, or we should find some good place, maybe near to New Mega. There is the other side of the slope, there is old Mega.
I mean, so basically, apart from the infrastructure sides, is there like in their first year itself? Do you think like right now we can start building? We may start building, but it's more up to the admin side.
The thing is,
with the current resources, what do you think can be done from your side to cater to the needs of upcoming students?
the thing is, when in 3 years, I think a hostel won't be into full condition. So maybe we can make 2-room sharing for them if people are willing to share, or if they are not willing, then maybe main mega hostel we should give single rooms, and we must change 3rd years to double occupancy or for like
in this present year, they will be intake to a hostel and B hostel. Do you think that will be enough for? I mean, that will be able to hold the B23s?
This actually it is possible, because it is 4 rooms,
Mm-hmm.
four people in a single room, and I think it is possible to accommodate current boys first years in A and B hostel.
But the future in
future, maybe in 2 or 3 years the intake will be more, so it won't, this capacity won't be sufficient.
So, Vinchu, same question to you. Should I repeat the question?
Yeah.
Okay. So the thing is that there has been a significant increase in the intake of students. Okay. So do you think like current system is capable of handling such students? And from hostel affairs secretary, not the admin side. I mean, building new infrastructure is mostly to the admin side. So like, what do you think can be done from your side as hostel affairs secretary to ensure that their needs are addressed?
The only thing I can do in my side is to make this administration about these calculations. Means in future what will happen. So already mentioned. So B23 for A and B hostel was right. So it is possible if they are adjusting. Means now the current we are adding 4 people in a room. So if the increase in students is maximum up to 20%, it is possible to add. Means 5 in a room is okay. If it is a 20% increase in the number of students from B23. So as of now, the this admission is okay. But in future, he already mentioned it is impossible. And if you are not responding, means if you are not concerning about the future, what will happen? These 4th years are forced to maybe 2% in a room. So you all know our interviews. Okay. So if the interviews and interviews, if someone is in our back or some head, okay. If our roommate is in our hand here, So we will be fully out of our placement process.
Yeah, so basically you're saying that it's necessary for the fourth years to have a second
Yes, surely. For not only for fourth years, it's MTech second year students also who are in placement. So because other things we have to adjust maximum. If it is there is no way we how to adjust. But fourth years and this MTech second years and whoever going to be placement process is very difficult for them. So personally, yes, to share a room. Personally, I feel when I am in any person placement test, if someone even knock my room, it is very disturbing for me. So how a person, if I have a roommate and having same exam, how I can share my room? So that is a big problem, and we should concern this thing to our authority. Otherwise, this is going to happen.
Measures should be taken.
So you already told the building hostels is not possible in 1 year or 2 years. Okay, so it depends on the number of rooms. So the only thing we can see is here the present first year when they are going to the fourth year. That is the main issue we are facing. So we must complete a hostel or something at least for the 4 years. Okay, so even we can adjust for the 3 years, at least for the 4th years. So take the number of the 4th years, make sure the numbers must be okay for them. Okay, then gradually we can then next year also
make
arrangements. So that is the only way. So we must ensure the 4th year students who are B23 students who are going to be in the 4th years. So that must be the.
So I guess with that question, we have completed the Hostel Affairs Secretary segment. We'll be resuming shortly with the next candidate. So yeah, thank you, Hostel Affairs Secretary. All the best for both of you. Yeah, may the best candidate.